Over the last couple of weeks, the worship leadership of this congregation has had the joy and the thrill of being able to come back into the sanctuary and to pre-record our worship services here within this space that is so special to us, a place that feels so sacred and holy, and that all of us, ourselves as well as you, have missed so dearly. Since the beginning of this season of Corona back in mid-March, so many of us have not been able to gather together, have not been able to come together in this space and to worship God. And we've chosen this path because it is what is right to keep each of us safe, to keep you safe, to keep our family safe, to keep those who are most at risk within our community safe, and to slow the spread of this virus. And so about a month ago, as things seemed to be reasonably better, we began to have some of the worship leadership come back and, again, start pre-recording some of our pieces here in the sanctuary. But over the last couple of weeks, things have taken a turn within our state and within our society, within our community, that has not been good. The surge of cases within our community is very high. The conditions are very dangerous. Right now, as I speak, the Austin Convention Center is being prepared as a field hospital as we're on the threshold of our hospitals being overrun here in the Austin, Williamson, Travis County area. And so with that being in mind, paying attention to the staging levels of the city of Austin, we have come to realize that pre-recording worship back here in the sanctuary is something that is potentially unsafe, not only for our worship staff, but for our families that we go home and spend time with. So after this week, we will be returning back to pre-recording our worship pieces from our homes until such time that the threat level, that the danger level within the city of Austin begins to subside. And when it does, we will come back and we will be pre-recording our worship pieces here in the sanctuary. And we are praying so much that we will be able to get to a point, at some point, reasonably soon, where we can begin having people here in worship. Some of you may know that recently the Generation to Generation Committee has offered a grant to support the Worship and Music Commission to purchase live streaming equipment. And as with many churches right now, there are many who are getting this live stream equipment, and it's not just a process of getting the equipment, but it is also a process of getting it installed, getting trained, and learn how to use the equipment appropriately. So we have ordered the equipment, and it's on its way. Our installer, the earliest appointment for which they could come is late July, so it'll be a few more weeks before both the equipment gets here, before the installers are able to come and to install the equipment, and it'll take several weeks for us to figure out how to use it in a way that is as effective in reducing our ability of making live mistakes. So with all prayer, we hope that by the middle or by the end of August, not only will we have the live streaming equipment installed, but that we will also begin making our way to leading worship live here from the sanctuary on Sunday mornings. But it'll be a little bit more time. And again, we are keeping a sharp eye on the staging criteria and guidelines from the city of Austin and taking our cues from them. We are leaders within our community as members of Hope Presbyterian Church community and as worship leadership with here at the church. And it is important for us to demonstrate safety, to demonstrate prudence, so that we are keeping everyone within our community safe, so that we can begin to lower the threat level, begin to reduce the cases of the coronavirus within our families and within our friends. And And we know that there are still many challenges that lie ahead of us that are things that we can't predict that are still on the horizon in the coming months. So my prayer to you, my request of you is to join us in prayer, join us in our process of humility as we are striving to be safe for you, for ourselves, and for our families, and for our community, because that is how Christians respond. They respond in humility for the sake of others. Please join with us in this call. Thank you for your patience. Thank you for your understanding. God be with you.